Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a no edit makeup tutorial. That could be, this might be hard because I say a lot. And trying to not hesitate and say everything the way I need it to. This could be interesting. You're going to see it all. But also, the good thing about this is that people who go through YouTube videos and you're like, wait, I don't know what you just did. That was really fast. Because I've done that before. So I watched a tutorial and I'm like, whoa, hold up, girl. I pause them and I have to go back and see what they did. So this round, you'll be able to literally do it with me, no edits, so we can go the whole way through together. So, needless to say, let's just do this. Okay, first up, I'm going to start with the Hard Candy eyeshadow primer called Eyes the Limit. I'm testing this one out. Come on, buddy. There we go. I'm testing this one out to see what I think of it. It doesn't have the long wear that I want. I'm going to knock my makeup bag off. It doesn't have the long wear that I want in an eyeshadow primer, so I'm not really sure I'm in love with it yet. I was going to do a test video, and last night I wore it just shortly with some eyeshadow, and it was already breaking down quite quickly. So I'm not sure if I love it. But I couldn't find another one at the drugstore. Like, I went into Walmart to try to find an eyeshadow primer, and it took me, like, just from walking an aisle to aisle and glancing, like 5 minutes just to find this one. And this gal asked me if I needed help, like, 2 times, but she didn't wear makeup, so she didn't even know what I wanted. So that didn't really help, you know what I mean? After that, I'm going to try to make the long wear go longer than this. So I'm going to use the Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow 705 Creme Brulee. Sometimes cream eyeshadows seem to last longer as eye primers for me for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, they just do. Where's my little brush? Well, shoot, I need to wash that one. All right, we'll use this one. So I'm going to go in with this Luxie brush and apply that on my eyelid. You can use your fingertips too. The downside to fingertips is they carry whatever your skin oils are, so it can cause your makeup to break down faster, which you're like, Casey, you just put your eye primer on with your fingers. Yeah, I did. I probably should have used a brush. But the upside to using your fingertips is sometimes it kind of warms up the product and makes the consistency a little bit easier to apply onto the skin instead of having a really stiff feeling. So to each their own. Some people swear it by their fingers. Some people say never touch your face with your fingers. I kind of do a mixture of both. If I'm in a hurry, I'll just use my fingers. Because that would be a lot faster than what I'm doing right now. But that was the upside to the other primer, is that it goes on my eyelids really, really fast, whereas this one takes a bit to apply. I used to use the Mary Kay Cream eyeshadow as my eye primer, but they recently reformulated it to liquid eyeshadows instead of cream eyeshadows. And something about the reformulation of them, it does not make my eyeshadows last much longer. Like, it makes them last, but not to the same way it used to with the cream eyeshadow. So I'm on a hunt for a different primer. And the eyeshadow primer that Mary Kay has is good, but my eyelids, I don't know, I still break it down. I need like a really good eyeshadow primer. And I know that let's see, what was the one I really liked? The Pure Cosmetics Get a Grip primer is really, really good. And so I may just have to bite the bullet and purchase that one. It's $20 for just your eyeshadow primer. But if it really works, that's pretty worth it. So I'll probably end up just buying it unless you guys have some suggestions for me. Because I literally could not find an eye primer in Walmart. Like, is that a thing of the past? Do people not use eye primers because they just use concealer? And then us girls whose eyeshadows break down are just sunk because we don't have anything to hold it on longer? I don't know. I think it's my naturally oily skin just causes me to break eyeshadows down faster. Although I have noticed certain eyeshadows make a massive difference, obviously. My Mary Kay eyeshadows take a lot longer time to break down than some other ones. I have a, what is that one? Juvia's Place eyeshadow. And that one, it's a little older, so I'll give it a benefit of the doubt that it's a little older, but it broke down a lot faster on my eyes yesterday than my Mary Kay ones do. And then my Alamar cosmetic ones, that one lasts really long. I want to say the Morphe ones last pretty long too. I need to do a like test of which eyeshadows last the absolute longest. That'd probably be a helpful video. Like, these last the longest on the eyes. These are basically not worth it. Like, the opposing sides. Man, this morning I was so tired. I fell asleep drinking my coffee on the couch. I put Carter down for his nap, and then I fell asleep on the couch while drinking my coffee. Like, literally it was in my hand, and I started to fall asleep. And I was like, oh, it's taking me over. So then I like set my coffee on the floor and continued to fall asleep. Yep. All right, next I'm gonna go in with the Mary Kay Time Wise Matte 3D Foundation. This is in the shade Neutral 140, and I'm going to apply this to my eyelids, as silly as that might sound to some people, but you put foundation all over your face, why not your eyelids? Sometimes I use this instead of, I'm running out, instead of concealer. My concealers are, I'm pretty sure it's all out. I need to just go bite the bullet and get my other one, but I've actually liked using this matte formula on my eyelids because it seems to also enhance the duration of my eyeshadow's life. And then it covers up my like little blue veins relatively well. Not too like heavy coverage, but yet covers them up like nice and naturally. You can also use the color correction cream, and that helps get rid of any veins and discolorations. It's really good for under your eyes though, to get rid of like dullness or puffy eyes. Maybe I'll use it today and give my eyes a pop. All right, that is done. I still have a little more on my hand. See, now I'm using my fingers again. I actually usually, it depends. If I'm in a hurry, once again, I use my fingertips, but I'll use a beauty blender to apply this on my lids. I usually use one of the tiny beauty blenders. They totally need wash, that's why I'm not using them. One of the tiny beauty blenders, I have a, what was this brand? I think this is a Danielle Beauty, not beauty blender, beauty sponge. Beauty blender is patented one thing. I usually use the Mary Kay mini blending sponges, and or this one from Danielle, or the Mary Kay blending sponge like this, but this one I had an eyeshadow explode, so that's what happened here in my little makeup bag. So I usually use those to put on my foundation on my eyelid, but as you can see, they need washed. Like, I am due to wash basically every brush I own. I need to wash them, like now. Okay, I need to stop rambling. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. What makeup should I do today? I do not know. Let's mix things up. I think this one is called Soft Heather, this purplish color right here. So I'm gonna go in with this on my crease. I have this fluffy brush by, what is this? Ooh, it's like a Fossil or Farah something. Farah. It's Farah, I'm pretty sure, is the brand of this brush. So I'm gonna apply that in my crease in windshield wiper motions, going back and forth, and then I do little circles to blend it out so you don't have any harsh lines. So I need a smidgen more. If you hear my baby cry over my baby monitor, he was going down for a nap, but he seems quite quiet, so he must have already bit the dust in a sleeping way, not in a bad way. Okay, what do we want to do next? I'm making this up as I go today. I'm gonna go work out, but then I have to sing tonight in Pavilion, so it's like if I don't shower afterwards, if I don't have time, then this has to look half decent to go sing too. Purple. We could do the deep purple with it. Sure, what the heck, let's do a purple look. All right, I'm gonna go into this color right here. I wanna say this is called like Merlot. Let me check. It's a magnetic palette so I can pull them out. Yep, it's Merlot. Okay, dip into that shade with the other end of this brush and apply that on the outer third of my eye. This is usually my go-to strategy if I'm just doing a quick look for every day or making it up as I go or I don't have time. I usually just stick to the transition, outer third, and then the rest of the lid with a light color. I can hear my son swing a little bit. The music's playing. The Go to Sleep Little Baby song. All right. So I'm just blending that, making sure it's covering everywhere I want it to cover. It's blended, it's not patchy, and it goes smoothly into the transition shade. So I'll tip my brush around and blend out that edge a little bit. Then I'm going to take the other end, the one I used the purple, and I'm just going to drag that under the lower lash line. This is going to act as like a matching eyeliner basically. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear eyeliner or not today. I rarely wear it lately. Maybe I could mix things up and actually wear it. Okay, so now we're going to pick a shimmer shade. I have several options. Like literally those 2 rows are all shimmers. If I wanted to go cold, I could use a silvery look. Go warm with a gold, or both. Maybe I'll do both. Or that pink's kind of pretty. But I don't want a super girly, super pinky purple look. I'm going to use, what is this shade called? I want to say it's crystalline. Oh crap, I just stabbed it. All right, I'm gonna put that on my lid really fast. This is the color. I'm gonna check and tell you what it is in just a second. I'm silly. That's why people stick around for humor. Moonstone. Well, what's the other one? That one's crystalline. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this shade called Moonstone. And this time I'm going to use my fingertips because usually a lot of times when you do shimmery shades or metallic shades, you can get more color payoff if you use your fingertips. These work both ways. I've used it just fine with a brush and gotten great shimmer, but I don't know what it is about fingertips. It just does it for me. Getting that shimmer shade on there totally does it. All right, so I'm going to put that on the other 2/3 of the crease. Blend it in a little bit with my fingertips, and then, whoops, just bumped my table with my elbow. Then I'm going to add another shade where they meet. And this one, I'm going to use this this kind of pinky shade that I'm going to have to dig out now. Man! I'm not going to be able to get it. It's like in this perfectly awkward spot in between all the other shades. Ah, yeah, buddy. commitment. This is called candlelight. So I'm going to use candlelight where the two eyeshadows meet. And I'm going to wipe off that brush I used for the purple. And I'm going to use a brush to apply this part. I'm going to apply that right over where they meet. I might want a darker color actually. Alright, I'll make the other side match before I decide that. I do like it, but it's a bit abrupt. Should I roll with the abrupt? Or should I blend it a little and put a darker color? Maybe I'll add a little. Oh, what the heck, I'm gonna leave it this way. All right. Now we're gonna grab because it's already on my table, the Wet n Wild eyeliner. This is in the shade Cocoa. And I'm going to apply that to, I'm going to apply it where you put eyeliner usually. And it is soft. If I look like I'm tugging on my eyes, I'm not attacking them. I'm just kind of trying to get that angle so my eyelashes are out of the way. And I'm just going lightly all the way into my tear duct. You don't have to do that. Oftentimes, if you don't go all the way to the tear duct, it gives your eyes a more open look, so they pop. But what I like about this is it gives the inside of my eye kind of the statement, so you really see the green of my eyes. Right. Now I'm going to take just a little along the lower lash line. And I don't ever bring this one all the way in. I usually just put it on the outer third to about halfway on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take it up and just connect it to the top line. So it's like not really a wing, it's like a baby wing, a wannabe wing. It just connects the two and brings the eye up. Kind of elongates it as well. Looks like I got some of this liner in my eye. See? Do you see the difference? This one and this one. I'm crazy. All right. I have to do wedding makeup next month. Do you guys want to see a wedding makeup tutorial? Probably. I can't remember if I've done one before or not. I don't think I have. Gee, Casey, get with the program. You do wedding makeup for people and you don't have a tutorial on it. I do it so differently on every person though. That's the thing, is like I let people tell me what they want. I don't just say, all right, this is the look I'm giving you. And you give them a really nice polished look, but I do a lot of Wyoming brides that basically want nothing on their face. So they want like a really minimal, natural kissed look. And I can totally do that. It's just not every look is the same. Some people get glam, some people get romantic, some people get natural beauty. It varies, so I match what the client actually wants. All right. I actually really do like this eyeliner, and it's really inexpensive. It goes on relatively creamy in comparison to some of the wooden eyeliners that I've had before. I did get a light, like a peachy color to put on my waterline to make my eyes open more, and that one didn't apply worth crap. So, not a waterline like pencil. I don't think it works well Well, should we try it? Should we see? Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that today. Make myself cry. But I didn't like the peach one, and I didn't even see it on my, like I couldn't see it at all, but I really do like this cocoa color. Okay. Oh man, mascara is gonna take an eternity on an open, non-edited video. Maybe I'll do the face and then I'll do mascara, so worst case scenario, I could just cut it off. So you don't sit here for 10 years while I do mascara. I'm gonna do my face first anyways. Then I'll do mascara. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Mary Kay Foundation Primer Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 15. And I'm gonna apply that onto, oh man, I need a new one, the back of my hand. And I'm going to take this BoxyCharm brush and dip into that and apply it in circular motions all over my face. If you are not new to my channel, I've said this like 3,000 times, but if you apply in circular motions, you fill your pores from 360 degrees, and it gives you more of that fine canvas, almost airbrushed appearance, because it basically hides your pores. But if you only apply it like this, you're only covering the pore from one angle. So doing it in circles all over gives you that really nice finish. Sometimes when I really don't have time, I will literally just put this primer on because it makes my skin just looks that much better. Right now I'm a little bit red and look confused. My skin's been doing these weird things. At the very end of my pregnancy, I got these little tiny pimples right here. And then they went away, and then they came back, and then they went away. And now they're like deciding whether they want to be here or not. Like I occasionally get them and then I don't always get them. I have no idea. It's gotta be hormonal because I never had them like that in my life. I used to have the really bad, like deep cystic acne. And I mean, like I have a lot of scars from it. So you can tell like my skin texture when you see it. But it's not as bad as like I make it out to be though. I'm blessed. I don't look terrible. Not that you do look terrible if you have skin scarring. It makes you look real instead of like a plastic Barbie. Those people stand out. When I see the people that skin looks like completely flawless, I'm actually like, I'm confused because they don't look like a real person. You know what I mean? Like all you see is that they look like an airbrushed Barbie instead of you look like a real person. And if that's what you want, fine. But I am one of those people that's like, I want to look like a real person still. I am a real person. I still have life, and life is hard, and life leaves marks. And that is A-okay. Now, after that ADD rant, what was I talking about? Oh, my pregnancy pimples. So sometimes I get them here. I don't know why. Just little itty bitty dinky little whiteheads. It's so weird. Yes, I just told you that. Okay, now we're going to use the Mary Kay Time Wise Matte 3D Foundation. Same one we used on my eyelids. I'm going to apply that to the back of my hand, and this time I'm going to use the same brush. And I'm going to apply that to my face in a similar manner to the way I applied the primer. Just not quite as circly motions because it's not as slippy. The primer is like more silicone feeling, and so it goes on really smooth in the circular motions, whereas this this formula is a smidgen thicker, so it doesn't go on in circles as easy with this brush, at least. With some of my brushes it does. And I'm just going for a light finish. I'm not gonna go super heavy coverage. I used to do that, and then I realized, well, first of all, I don't always love the look. If I'm going to a really fancy event or something, then yeah, I'll go all out. But I am a girl with freckles, so if I wear it really, really thick, my freckles go away. And my husband loves my freckles, so I should leave my freckles for him. Also, my freckles are not something to be afraid of, so I don't need to cover them up. I mean, people literally paint on freckles nowadays, so why should I cover up my natural ones? And then also, when you have oily skin, the more full coverage makeup you wear, it often breaks down faster. And then it gives you that really cakey appearance, and it separates around your oily areas. And not all of them do that, but I've noticed that when I wear a lighter finish, I actually look far less oily because it fades much better. And then the oil just breaks it down to give you more of a dewy look, instead of a, like, I can see her makeup breaking away there. Plus, I don't like it when the makeup's so cakey, it, like, you can just see it. This makeup doesn't usually do that unless you're applying a ton, because it's water-based, and so it naturally works better with your skin oils instead of being oil-based. Let's see what comes next, Casey. Brain fart. All right, I'm gonna take my cheek brush by Mary Kay and dip into the shade Latte. This is their contour shade. And I'm gonna take that lightly and go like this. This brush has 3 capabilities, if I'm correct. I think it's 3. So you can do contour, blush, and highlight all with one brush. And they have little indents, this indent right here, to tell you where to place you're supposed to go like this. You place your index finger there when you do the cheek. It's like a cheat for brushes. A cheat or a hack. Maybe a hack's a better word for that. I'm gonna go like all out with this makeup, and then I'm gonna go work out because I'm really smart like that. I'm really doing this more for the purpose of this video than going to work out, because going to work out, I would have probably like not even worn foundation. Maybe a smidgen on my eyes. All right, I'm gonna take that up on my big honking forehead. And I'm going around the top to make it look a little bit sun-kissed and a little bit absolutely ginormous. And then I'm gonna take some above the brows on both sides. And blend upward. Could you even see that? Yeah, you could see that. Okay, good. Then I'm going to take it along my jawline. And blend it out. Somebody I heard one day said, what was it? When in doubt, blend it out. The more blended, the better the look. Also, you can definitely go too harsh on this kind of stuff, and then all people see is lines on your face, and you want it to blend so it doesn't look like there's a ton of lines on your face. All right, so I'm gonna flip the brush around, and I'm gonna dip into this blush right here called Juicy Peach. And I'm going to ever so lightly apply that to my cheeks. And then I'm gonna flip it around, try to use it for all 3 ways. I usually like a brush like this for highlight though. I just like the fluffy nature of it, but I'm gonna try this one out again. And I'm gonna dip that in the highlight. This is in the shade, oh, is it glazed? Is it honey glazed? This is the more fair pigmentation. Yeah, it's just glazed. The one for deeper skin tones, I think, might be the honey one. And then I'm gonna take that from the inside of my cheek and up my cheekbone. This helps you have a more natural glow look instead of having it look like you just have a stripe on the side of your face. Then my Cupid's bow in the bottom of my lips. Then a little bit on the chin. I still like a smidgen on my nose. A lot of like truly professional makeup artists don't like you to do any on the nose. Then I'm going to do a little bit on the forehead, just in kind of an upside down U above, kind of like where my contour was meeting. So I contoured here like this, and then on that where that meets the rest of me, I'm doing a little bit of shimmer. Shimmer. Okay. Then I actually haven't been using powder much because my skin gets so dry. Even though I'm oily, I'm also super, super dry. So I haven't been using powder to finish this off, actually. So unless I'm going to, what am I trying to say? It makes for a good oil stopper though, so it will help me maintain this look for longer and stop oil longer. But I have to be careful because my skin is so dry that even a little bit of powder can give me more of a dry appearance. So I'm going to dip into this Mary Kay Translucent Loose Powder, and I'm going to apply just a little bit on both sides of my face to lock it in and also blend any harsh lines. I'm going to dab it on the nose and down on my chin. Anywhere. It also helps blend all those shades, so then you don't have any really intense lines because you've blended them together with this overall powder. And it doesn't have any flashback. It's really good for that. It's translucent, so it works for any skin tone. And then I'm gonna dust across the eyes. Well, the under eyes. Oh, I didn't use the color correcting under my eyes. Sorry, guys. I guess I could still give my eyes a little lift. They're kind of dull right now. That wouldn't be a bad idea. All right, I'm gonna grab it. Okay, I'm gonna take the color. If I use too much of this though, it shows my lines. Like anything I put under my eyes, literally anything, I've tried it all. Almost all of them will enhance my lines if I'm dry. So I'm just gonna use a smidgen. This is the Mary Kay color correcting, under eye corrector. And then I'm just gonna tap it out with my fingers today. You can already start to see the difference though. Even though it hasn't brightened under my eye, it's begun to remove the dullness under my eye. So like a little bit of dark discoloration here. It's already begun to remove that with just that little bit I used. What you're doing is licking her paws over in the corner. All right. Cool thing about Mary Kay products is they blend really well. So like they all blend together really well. So if I put cream on, I can put powder on, then I can put cream on again, and then I can put powder on again. Like you can just go interchangeably. You don't have to do your foundation, powder finish so it doesn't mess up. You can do foundation, other powder options. You can totally mess with it. And they just blend so well that you rarely have blending issues where things begin to build up and separate. I'm going to take the matte 3D foundation again and just take that color a little bit under my eyes to brighten it up a smidgen. Ooh, that was more than I wanted. Whoopsie. Would you guys be interested? So I work for an outdoor company now, and I do videos for them too, and some of their e-commerce stuff. And one of the things I do is knife reviews. So I sit here and I change my background and I talk about some of their knives that they sell. And I know this is a makeup channel, so people are gonna be like, you're crazy. Well, it's not just makeup, but a lot of my content is makeup. But this is who I am. I'm an outdoor girl. I'm a little Wyoming farm girl. So do you guys want to see like one of those reviews? The version I do before I send it in to have like the logo put on and their branded music. Because I could do like, I could just show you the basically the rough cut before I send it in type thing. If you'd be interested, leave a comment and let me know if you'd be down to see that. Or you can also just go to their YouTube channel and watch it. It's Wind River Outdoor Company. And they have, I think, 2 of my reviews up right now. What are you doing, Is? Alright. I'm going to just subtly brush there again. Ta-da! Now what? Now we need mascara and lips. My lips are so dry. This is way too warm of a color, but I might just tap a little on for some moisture. Yeah, way too warm. It is so hot here lately. It's not even July yet, and it's like 100 degrees. It's ridiculous. This is probably not to make the lip color I'll use today. I'll probably switch and use, just like a nude. Oh, I have a Mary Kay lip gloss. That's what I'll use. I'll use my Mary Kay lip gloss in the shade Tawny Nude. It looks so good with like basically every look that I wear. I love that lip gloss so much. So, I'm just gonna wear that for this video's purpose right now. That one was the Larizzi gloss in Vibe. And then the first thing I just touched my lips with was the Physicians Formula Murmuru, I cannot say that, Butter Lip. This is in the shade, I'm not even gonna say this right, Bejos. I have no idea. I took French, so that doesn't help me at all. Mascara. Man, my nose itches. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Mary Kay Lash Love Mascara and just put some layers of that on. I haven't really touched my brows much. I took a pencil before and just kind of did like a rough brow. So I'm going to apply this now. And we're all going to be here for 3 years, so I guess you might as well skip ahead or do your mascara with me. Now I'm under pressure. I'm going to mess up. Or I'm going to take like 3,000 years because I'm scared. I was going to try falsies today, but being that I'm going to go work out, that seems insanely excessive. I wish I had Allie Glines lashes. Dang, that girl's got like falsies on her face already. Although I hate wearing them actually. They are super annoying. They make my eyelids feel heavy. I'm always worried they're gonna come up. And even though they look pretty stunning, they also, for everyday life around here, you just stick out like a sore thumb. If you have falsies on, like it's obvious. Although like the trend's picked up a little bit. I've seen some people wearing them. And I've only seen, unfortunately, a couple people doing them well. So a lot of times the people are wearing like honking huge ones that come out to like here and they have sparkles on them. And I'm like, dude, you're a waitress at a normal place. Breathe. You don't need your eyelashes to be that big. Because then that's all you see. You miss like the beauty of the person. You missed her pretty smile. You don't even remember the eye color. Like all you remember is how honking ginormous her eyelashes were. Which is sad. Because then you detract from the beauty that you already are. And then people just go away. Like, remember the girl with the giant eyelashes? So I personally prefer ones that can appear more natural. Or they're worn in the right scenario, you know. You can wear the more natural ones for everyday wear. If that's something you're into because you don't want to put mascara on or mess with it. And some people do it really well. And they just wear like natural mascara and falsies, and then it looks pretty good. Or if you're going out for something fancy, then it makes more sense. But where I live, there's rarely anything fancy to go to. I mean, like church would be your fancy. Just kidding. That's not even really a thing. Most people wear t-shirts and jeans, and that's not a bad thing. I just don't know what you dress up for. Prom if you're still in high school. Then maybe. Or weddings. Go somewhere on vacay and then do it. this one is kind of, my mascara is kind of drying out, so it doesn't have quite as much stuff in it right now. What am I trying to say? It's not as liquidy right now. And I'm a ridiculously slow perfectionist. And they're not even perfect. I'm trying to be fast. Okay, I'm not trying to be fast, but I'm trying not to sit here and dwell on everything. Okay, lower lash line. This is gonna be a ridiculous part of the video. You guys are gonna be bored out of your mind. Or go do your mascara. Maybe I'll just cut this part. Okay, I'm just gonna touch up my brows with my uber cheap eyebrow pencil. This is the LA Colors brow pencil. And I'm really not gonna do much. I think for summer, I'm actually going to like maybe stop using a pencil, because this one you can't really have a natural look with. It's pretty blocky, but it's $1 and it goes on really fast. So if you're in a hurry, it's great. But I think what I'm going to switch to, especially for summer when you want to look kind of light and fresh instead of heavy makeup, like in winter you can get away with a lot more makeup. I'm going to use the Mary Kay Volumizing Brow Tint, because you can use, I added water to this because it's almost out. I have a brand new one on the shelf, though I should just switch to. But I'm one of those people that wants to use everything that's left in the tube. But you can apply this and get the hairs, and then anywhere that's kind of patchy, you can tip to the end, and the formula will fill it like a pencil. Or a gel, I guess, since it's a gel. So I may switch to using this only. I'm just applying super lightly right now for summer, because it would give me a much lighter natural finish. Kind of that like glowy summer, not too much effort look. Instead of the like heavily made up in summer when you're gonna sweat it all off. My brows are super thin on the ends. Unfortunately, I was not blessed with big, beautiful, bushy brows. They are what they are. And they're mine, so they will do. I might get microblading eventually, though. Okay, so that's the end, right? I could do a little spray. This is actually not the Hard Candy Energizing Toner Refresher. I did enjoy this. It was very good and it felt refreshing. This inside of this is actually, I switched from the Ready Set Radiant. This is by Tarte. I liked the formula of this, but it shoots out really stringy in this particular bottle. So I put some in here to see if it'd be better. And it's because this mister was actually really good, like nice and light fine mist, whereas that one is way too streamy. Maybe that's the word I need. But even in this, it's not perfect. Now it's still kind of like droplets instead of being misty, but it's better than in that bottle. So yeah, much better than in that bottle. It's still like missing my nose. It's still spraying in one direction, it seems like, but it's way more of a fine mist in this bottle than in that bottle. So if you have the Ready Set Radiant by Tarte and it has a streaky thing, not streaky, what was the word I used? Streamy? Streamy spray, and then just switch it to a different bottle and it might help. Yeah, I'm basically out of all my setting sprays. It is time to buy some more. But a challenge I'm thinking about doing is not buying anything until I have none of that left. So I have plenty of makeup. So what's the point of me going and purchasing more unless it is to review it for you? But maybe a good challenge would be to not purchase anything new and just use what I have. So the challenge would be to finish what I've got, be resourceful with what I have instead of purchasing more and more. So you'll have to tell me what you think about that. If you would like to tell me to do this challenge and only use what I have until it's all gone, or if you're like, no, I need more beauty products to review, so tell me more. Tell me below. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Are we good? Is this a half decent look for every day? I have to go sing, so I still look half decent, and I have to go work out, so I might have to redo this anyways. All right, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and come back and hang out with me. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a video, and you can come back and hang out with me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you guys so much. Have the best rest of your day, or have an awesome rest of your day. Bye guys.